When I all the years that I was writing, it was 18 to 34 back then.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
It's not a thing now. These guys are trying to make it a thing.
What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of Writing with Russo. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm going to do it twice. I'm going to do it 2 weeks in a row. And listen, you're going to hear it, and whether you like it or not, it's the truth. Because if you go to the record books and you go through the history of WCW World Heavyweight Champion, you will see that guy right there. And the name underneath him, Vince Russo, Vince the Bouncy Russo, the solo bouncy, ladies and gentlemen. Former WC, you know what? Speaking of headlines, former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Vince Russo.
Very nice. Very nice. Doctor, what's going on?
Man. How are you tonight, my man?
I'm doing all right, man. What's going on?
What is going on? That is a good question. What is going on is this Tony Khan shenanigans going on, man.
Chris, can I say something off the bat?
Absolutely.
I can't say who, because some things I do are kind of sworn to secrecy.
Okay.
I can tell you this, Chris, okay? I still, to this day, keep in contact with top network executives.
Yeah.
Every conversation I've had, bro, over the last 2 years, here's the word they always use: viewership, 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 viewership. Never one time to me have they talked about an 18 to 49-year-old demo. Now, bro, you got to understand something, and I know you understand, Chris. Bro, the 18 to 49 demo, that's all about sales and sales numbers. Right. Because think about this, Chris. Let's think about this logically. How many 18-year-olds do you think have more of a disposable income than a 50-year-old? How many 19-year-olds do you think have more of a disposable income than a 51-year-old? Bro, when you look at it that way, it's ridiculous. There is no 18-year-old in the world that has the money, that is making the money or has the money a 50-year-old is making, or a 51. That's just the way it's broken down for advertising. Yeah. And I speak, bro, to these executives. They never talk about it's viewership, 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 viewership. Bro, Dave Meltzer, Tony Khan, AEW, they've made a thing out of this 18 to 49, bro. Chris, how many times do you and I talk about the Kiddie Show on Monday night? You really think WWE cares about 18 to 49? When they've got birds flying out of crotches, they've got swords, they've got killing dolls, they've got scooters.
Almost superheroes.
You really think, bro, they care about 18 to 49-year-olds, bro?
That's a good point.
Bro, this when I all the years that I was writing, it was 18 to 34 back then.
Yeah. But
it wasn't a thing. Yeah. It's not a thing now. These guys are trying to make it a thing. Yeah. So literally, there was a 15-minute period where the 18 to 49-year-old demo was higher for AEW than the WWE. Meanwhile, WWE was on Fox Sports 1. They weren't on Fox. They had moved. They weren't on the regular network. Meanwhile, like I said, their product is not designed for 18 to 49-year-olds, bro. They're still trying to get kids and people of all ages. But 15 minutes, they went an 18 to 49-year-old demo. And Meltzer and Khan are carrying on literally like this is some kind of a victory.
Yeah.
And bro, we're talking about, bro, do you know the audience combined in that 15 minutes, Chris, the audience with WWE and AEW combined was a little over 600,000. 600,000, bro. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah. In 2021, we're talking about 600,000 viewers.
600, that bro, the highest rated Raw of all time was 8.28.
Yeah.
These guys are talking about a 0.28.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's flopped. Speaking of flip flops,
bro. Glenn today, Disco had the perfect scenario on our show today, bro. Bro, take a gymnastics competition at the Olympics. What do they do, bro? They hold up the signs.
Yeah.
So performer number one goes across the board. They all hold up eights.
Yeah.
Eights. The second performer goes. They all hold up 0.08. Like that's what we're talking about here, Chris. It's ridiculous, bro.
And then the one of the 0.08 was like, well, at least I landed better.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
At least I didn't step back when I landed. You know.
Yeah. At least I broke only one of my legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about, Chris.
Yeah. That's a really good point. So. Tony Khan, man, he has no shame with really driving his point through the Twitter machine, man, and just really kind of marking out for AEW and whatever advantage he could possibly get, or he's talking about Rampage having numbers and making guarantees that they're going to beat SmackDown.
Meanwhile, realistically, Chris, Rampage has gone down every single week that it's been on.
Yeah.
Look at the numbers. It went down like 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And this guy's out there. Chris, I do a little show on Patreon called Better Call Khan because I love when he does interviews and stuff like that. I love it. Bro, the people he does interviews with, like, Joe Blow from the Corner Deli, like interviewed, bro, he does interviews with everybody, bro.
Person number 9 from the focus group.
Yeah, right. It's unbelievable. Meanwhile, the Jaguars have lost 25 out of the last 26 games.
Yeah, and just they had their first win finally against the Dolphins. Yeah. So it's the Jaguars are, and it's sad. I'm a Buckeye mark. You know what I mean? So it's sad to see old Urban Meyer, man. Just you could just Urban Meyer just does not want to be there. You could see in the pressers, you could see in the pictures. He's like, why did I do this, man? He was an analyst for Fox Sports before accepting the job, and I understand the money talks, man, but you can tell it's just not for him. So but it's just, here's the thing, Vince. The AEW is only 2 years old, all right, and you're not seeing an uptick in your numbers, and you're 2 years old. At this point, I'd probably want to lay low on the bragging.
Bro, the first ratings they ever did, show number 1 2 years ago, was a 1.4.
Yeah.
Bro, they've not exceeded that in 2 years. Yeah. That was the first show was the highest rate they've had. I'm with you, bro. And listen, Chris, we're not sitting here like burying the rating. What we're saying is, bro, these are the facts. Like, you did a 1.4 that first show. You've never topped it. Yeah. Rampage has gone down 7 weeks in a row, but you're out there carrying on like the world is watching AEW. And, Chris, again, I'm all about you too, man. You got, pancakes and power slams. Bro, we're all about, you got to promote, you got to advertise, you got to market. We're all about that. Yeah, there you go, bro. But bro, not with false narratives.
No.
Like,